right, we are here with Senator Rick Santorum, who was on a panel today near the end of CPAC, Senator. An excellent panel and some very good points.
Well, thank you. I mean, it's just the reality that the Republican Party has changed. It's just the Republican Party hasn't figured out it has. And I'd say the Republican Party's changed. I mean, the people who make up the voters who vote Republican are not what they once were. And unfortunately, a lot of the party leadership is still establishment. And I don't mean that necessarily that they're moderate. It's just they don't understand that this is a much more blue-collar, working American type of party, and it's no longer the country club elites. It's no longer the corporate executives. It is very much a workers' party, and yet our policies are not translating or have not translated well. And Trump is the first one. I tried to do it in 12.
You were Trump is the second one. Well, you recognized it in 2012.
But Trump did it more effectively, obviously. I mean, he was able to cut through. And what he did effectively was be able to reach around the media's perception and pigeonholing of him to get that message out. I was just not as successful doing that. I mean, they were successful in pigeonholing me based on some issues like moral issues and other things, and they ignored my populist message, and unfortunately didn't break through. But Trump did, so I give him credit.
Well, but again, as I said, you were the one who recognized it. Trump saw what you did. You were telling the story about Trump having read your book. And can you, a little bit to that?
I came into his office in the summer of 2014, and he was sitting behind his desk holding a copy of a book I wrote a few months before called Blue Collar Conservative, Recommitting to an America That Works. And he said, I read your book. He said, it's a great book. And I didn't believe him, but after a little conversation, I believed him. He actually read it, and we talked a lot about how it's important that working men and women in this country are represented by at least one party that cares about them.
Now, I've spent a lot, you know that I do a lot of short interviews. I've interviewed quite a few people here, a lot of regular people, some of the people who've been coming and going as we speak, and even the ones who were not Trump supporters seem to have embraced him. Do you believe it is that blue-collar thing that made the difference?
It's funny, if you go back and look at my CPAC speeches from 2012, 13, 14, and 15, I gave the same message. Talked about how we have to change the party and how it has to be the party of working men and women. And I think Donald Trump proved that was right.
Now, we've won this election. What's part two? What do we have to do to keep it?
Deliver. I mean, this is the big question is Congress going to follow President Trump's lead on immigration, on trade, on tax policy, on helping manufacturing? I mean, we've got to deliver. And we'll wait and see what the Congress does.
Senator Santorum, thank you so much.